click up, dog. Turn them up, turn your bitch up, dog. Turn them up.
High volume.
Cross them up, all these streets, these bosses. Bump them up, turn your click up, dog. Turn them up, turn your bitch up, dog. Turn them up, turn these streets, can't cross. Cross them up, all these streets, these bosses. Bump them up, turn your click up, dog. Turn them up, turn your bitch up, dog. Turn them up, turn these streets, can't cross. Cross them up, all these streets, these bosses. Bump them up, turn your click up, dog. Turn them up, turn your bitch up, dog. Turn them up, turn your click up, dog.
He want the scoop, she want the tea, she want the tea. I cannot speak, we keepin' it street, we keepin' it street. I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat, you still gon' get beat. How much it cost? It never been cheap, it never been. Turn your click up, dog. Turn them up, turn your bitch up, dog. Turn them up.
Previously on season 2 of Natasha's
It's Aquarius season! Also, Pluto's in Aquarius. Let the chaos begin.
I'm a boss, I run my own name on the jet. Pussy so good, I said my own name during sex.
I pull up in these clothes look so good, cause I'm in that hoe.
Good morning, y'all. Still morning, right? Yeah, okay. Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I took a break like Invincible did in that mid-season break, even though it's only an 8-episode season. But you know, hey, we roll. So, I am T-minus 6 days out from going to Bali and Thailand. I am so excited. I was supposed to go since before the pandemic started, and then the pandemic just kind of like ran over every plan. So now I have the opportunity to make it out to Bali and Thailand. I'm excited. It's so lit. I'm excited. And I bought a couple of things for the trip. Because I'm a big JBL speaker fan. I got the red one because every season, red. It's lit. It's lit. I had the bigger one, but I just didn't feel like taking that one. So, got a smaller one. Also, my room looks like a tornado because I'm trying to pack and figure all of this out. 6 days. 6 days is lit. But I'm excited. And then I got me the World Travel Adapter Kit from Apple. So it'll give me like the different plugs for the different countries. So I'm excited. I am excited. I am so prepared. I'm doing so many things. Oh my god. I'm doing a lot of things in Bali. Well, for Bali, I get to do the Ubud tour. So the driver picks you up and everything and like takes you to all the places that they have on the Airbnb app. So I booked a lot of like Airbnb experiences here. And then I did the Fins Beach Club. I'm also doing, what else am I doing? I'm doing a lot of things. I planned it out. I'm excited to visit out there. I'm happy. The place I'm staying at looks amazing. This is gonna be an exciting trip. Y'all, I'm grinning from ear to ear. Do y'all know how happy I am? Like, listen. This is a trip well needed. I am excited. Also for like outfits and stuff, I decided to like dress really like regular schmegular, because it's like this is more of an Action Jackson trip. So it's like I want to wear my pretty stuff, but it's like, listen, we finna do lots of walking, lots of what is it? Lots of walking, lots of activities, lots of getting dirty. My good clothes, my really good clothes ain't coming with me. I'll still make sure I got that shit on, but the good clothes, the really good ones, it's gonna stay here. I pretty much already figured out what I was gonna wear. I'm waiting to see how Bali's weather's gonna look like, because it's been rainy. I know April is still kind of their rainy season, and May gets a little bit better, but I'm going in April. So that is, I'll try to figure that part out a little bit and see. Yeah, y'all, I'm gritted. Oh my god, oh my god. I can't wait. Listen. This is day 3 of me and Bali. Alright. Welcome back to my channel after like, what, February, March, April, May, 3 months. Yeah. I'm officially back from like all my international trips, and I'm ready to sit down and talk about it. So let's get into it. So I went on 3 international trips this year. I did Bali, Thailand, and Guatemala, and they're gonna be in 3 separate videos. So this video is gonna be about Bali first, which was my dream trip since 2019, but you know, the pandemic happened, so it stopped everything. But I was finally able to go to Bali this year, and I cannot wait to put y'all on to how everything went. I am excited. Let's get into Bali. So in regards to like Bali and like packing for this trip, my itinerary was stacked to the gods with water activities. Like so it was a 2-week trip, 1 week in Bali and 1 week in Thailand. So with Bali, like both trips were stacked with water activities. So, and because I was doing like a lot of like action jackson kind of like activities, I didn't really like pack dripped out outfits. I was like, listen, I knew I was gonna be changing, getting dirty, like getting my hands dirty, all of that. I was just like, I'm not bringing any of my good shit out here to get dirty. So I brought like a lot of like simple fits, kind of like plain fits and things that were easily able to be taken off. Also with the weather, usually I went during the rainy season, but I lucked out, so that was really good, because their summer season, I think over there, starts like in May. It gets better in May up until like November-ish. So I lucked out going in the middle of April. It was like a good time to go, so I was like, okay. Also with my packing, this is the first trip in which I packed the lightest. Like I was way underweight when I weighed my bag. I was just like, I can't believe it. I've never had it that easy because I always overpack, but this time I packed exactly what I needed. I think it was also because it's like I knew kind of which outfits that I needed for a lot of the activities that I picked, so that part was like very easy. So before I get into like my whole itinerary with day 1, day 2, and overall Bali experience, I'm gonna go with the planning stage first, just because it's easy to just start from there. So with the planning stage, I flew through Singapore Airlines. I did a one-way ticket flight to Bali from NYC, which was I think $576. So that was easy, and I bought it in September 2023 because usually flights go down around that time. So yeah, that's when like I got my flight. I got the Airbnb first because usually like places to stay in Bali end up getting booked left and right, so I got that first. That was easy. I did the resort through Airbnb. They also have a direct website, but I found out like afterward. But it's fine. It was easy for me to do Airbnb. And then one thing I really loved about Bali was that you can pre-book and prepay for all of your activities, because they either have, a lot of them are on Airbnb Experience, Theater, or they have direct websites. That was really good. For me, like I don't mind, I like to pay for everything before I get there, so then I know exactly how much money I'm working with when I finally land. It's easier for me that way. I don't like combining what I have to spend, what I need to spend, with what I want to spend. I don't like combining those two things together. So I really liked it. And then a lot of my activities in Bali came already with food and transportation, so major plus. The convenience out there was chef's kiss. So with this trip, I did a first. This is my first time in which I went on a trip in which I'm doing a lot with my hands, that I got acrylic nails. They're not on right now, yeah, I know it, but yeah, so this is my first trip in which my first international trip in which I'm doing a lot of things that I had acrylic nails. The last international trip I went on was to Paris, and I had nails for my birthday, but I wasn't too worried because it was wintertime and I wasn't doing too much with my hands. But this one, I was a little bit worried because I was like, okay, I hope my nails don't break. I really don't. They didn't. Knock on wood, they did not. So that part was good, and it was great. My nails are like the showstopper of the entire trip. Loved it. So let's get into flight details. So I flew with Singapore Airlines. That is an amazing airline. I really loved Singapore Airlines a lot because, one, you were able to like auto check-in, put it on auto check-in in your account, and it'll check you in like 2 days before like departure. That part was great. I put that bad boy on like 2 weeks before I departed. check me in that Friday. Amazing. So basically Bali is 12 hours ahead of New York City. So I left Sunday night, which is Monday morning, to them, and then I got to Bali Monday morning, which is Monday. No, I got to Bali Tuesday morning, which is Monday night to us. So it took 2 days. So that's why like I extended. I made sure like I put enough days to visit Bali to make sure I did everything that I wanted to do. So that part was like really cool. And then the flight attendants on Singapore Airlines, they were really nice. They were really sweet. Like I said, the nails were the showstopper. So a couple of flight attendants stopped and was like chatting with me. One lady put me on and was like, "You'll really love Bali. Like they're really nice out there." And she was like the same for Thailand. So I was like, okay, this like I was excited. I was very happy. That long ass flight. That flight, it took me 26 hours to get to Bali with I think a 1 hour layover in Singapore. So it was a 19-hour flight to Singapore, a one hour and a half layover, and then transfer over to my connecting flight, which is to Bali, which was 4 hours from Singapore to Bali. I was like, this is crazy. I don't wish that long ass flight on nobody, but I finally made it to Bali. So some other things about Singapore Airlines, they allowed me 2 check-in bags, 1 carry-on, 1 personal item. So yeah, I think those are the things. Yeah, 2, but I know for a fact it's 2 check-on bags. So that part was great. I checked in my 2 suitcases. I got 3 meals, and the food over there was good. You can pick your meals. Like it comes in categories. And the food that I had was great. I was busting it down. Okay, I was feeling the food. The food was really good, and it's just like the whole entire flight of itself, it was really good. I definitely recommend Singapore Airlines. That was nice. So let's get into weather when I landed in Bali. Okay, so remember, I left in the middle of April for New York City, so it's still tight winter for us. So I had gray sweatpants on, a black t-shirt, my do-rag, and my regular working Puma sneakers. I came to Bali. The humidity surprised the hell out of me out there. Very, very, very humid out there, and I was just like, whoa, what is this right now? And I was just like, I felt overdressed, and I was just like, okay, all right, let's get through it. Let's get to this. So the airport process was pretty simple. Just because I already bought my visa online. I did my visa electronically, online through the Indonesian government's website. My visa, I think it was the B1 visa for the tourists for 60 days, and I paid $35 for it. It's another visa before that. I was kind of confused on which one to pick, and I ended up picking B1. Yeah. So once you do that, they'll point you to like it took me like probably 45 minutes to get my bags. And then once you get your bags and all of that, they'll send you have to fill out the customs declaration form. Like everyone has to fill it out as they're like going out. So I filled mine out, and then I showed them my visa. They gave me the stamp that I was officially in Bali. Exciting. And then after that, what I did was I exchanged $50 at the currency exchange place in the airport. No commission, so no fees. And I got 700,000 back. So $50 is like $700,000 or $750,000. The IDR, my bad. It's not dollars, IDR. So I simply exchanged $50 just for the payments for my driver to get me to my resort. So that part was easy. One thing about, currency exchange in IDR from US dollar to Indonesian rupiah. Yeah. Their currency was busting my brain. It's because the currency is in like 100,000s or thousands. So I was like, what? The lowest bill is I think 1,000, and then the highest bill is 100,000. I'm like, it was hard. And then this is my first time in which like I'm trying to learn currency exchange, because I've always only used like Apple Pay for the last few countries that I visited, because they were more Apple Pay friendly. And I was just like, okay, let's do this. And then El Salvador had, or their currency was already US dollars, so I didn't really have to do too much work to like transfer over. But here, I had to do the math in my head. And then with currency exchange in Bali, there are a lot of places out there that you can go to currency exchange. It's not only just in the airports, like it's everywhere. Like you can walk to places and then you can compare rates and you can like go to which one you ever feel is the best. So the conversion rate worked as the bills, US dollar bills were separated into two categories. I think it was 1, 5, 10s in one category, and then 20s and $100 bills were in the other category. So then what you do is for the conversion rate to like transfer over, you multiply, what is it? The US dollar category that you have. So for me, like I exchanged $600. So I did $300 in 20s and then $300 in $100 bills. So I was in that one category for the 20s and 100s. So it's $20 times the rate, the rate was 15,876. So and then you times it by the amount of that bill that you have. So what is it? $20 bills, because it's $300, times 15,876 times 20. So I did that backwards. Y'all get it. $20 times 15,876 times 15 $20 bills. There we go. And then that's how much you get in IDR. So that's how it worked. And then for the $100 bills, it's $100 times 15,876 times 3 because I was converting $300 bills, and then that's how much you get. Surprisingly, I actually spent more money in Bali than I did in Thailand. Even it was surprising to me because Thai baht is stronger than IDR, so that was interesting. So also with the currency exchange places that I went to, it was no commission, so no fees as you're exchanging, so you get exactly what you paid for. And I was also doing the math to make sure me and the teller was on the same page. Like I had to make sure that I understood it too. So yeah. So once I did my exchange rate at the airport for airport transportation, it took me like an hour and like 30 minutes to get to my resort. I stayed at the Adiwana resorts, which is in Ubud, Bali. I stayed in Ubud because it was more centered to a lot of the activities that I was already doing. I think the farthest activity I had outside of Ubud was Canggu, which is where the beach was and Finn's Beach Club is. So that was like 2 hours out. But yeah, I mainly stayed in Ubud. I booked my resort via Airbnb, but they also have a website. I got there to my resort. I got there earlier than check-in, and they accommodated me and like cleaned the room up and stuff. So they accommodated me earlier, and they gave me like this really good Balinese complimentary like Bali tea. It was really good. It was cracking there. And it wasn't, but just a joke. But yeah, it was really good, and they gave me like plantain chips. I was like, this is good, and I asked for another because really good. So the roads in Bali, like essentially like getting there, very small and a lot of curving. So I definitely like noticed that part. I was like, okay, this is what it is. But smooth pavement versus cobblestone. So notice that. And then, but yeah, back to my resort. So I was on the second floor and it overlooks the pool. That part was really good. It was like different areas you can like go to, but yeah, I was on the second floor. And it was kind of like a nice spacious room, and it also was like connected to another room. So if like you're going in a group, y'all are connected. Y'all can have connected rooms. There we go. So like the bathroom and stuff was like behind the glass. It was like in one section, and then the tub was on the outside. The bed and stuff, and they had like a lot of mirrors. It was simple in the middle of the room, and then the balcony overlooks the pool, and you can like sit there like all you want. So it was pretty nice, and it came with like some nice complimentary like daily refreshments and snack bars filled up every morning. It came with laundry if you wanted. It came with daily cleaning service. It was really nice. Another thing with my resort, it came with spa services, shuttle services to Ubud shopping center, but I didn't really and I booked a lot of my transportation through my resort. But I only needed it 3 times because the activities I already booked came with food and transportation, which is great. It came with round trip transportation. I only had to book 3 days with my resort, so 2 in from the airport and then 2 in from the beach. That was really it. Those were the 3 days in which I needed to go through my resort for transportation. One thing I definitely enjoyed about like booking like all my activities too is that a lot of it, like I said, it came with food and transportation, and just like it was already packaged with everything you needed. That was great. Like I love the hospitality of everything just came in one. I didn't have to stress and find and book the activity and then find a separate driver, and then everything just came in one. And I was like, this is so amazing. And I just like, that was going so hard in my book. Like that made the trip very easygoing. So then for the activities, because I was solo tripping it pretty much, I had to pay like an extra like $300K for like solo trip because I wasn't a group. So which that part was fine. I think it was like 2 of my activities that I had to pay extra for being a solo person. Crazy, but hey, we move. So let me tell you guys how I played myself twice in Bali. The first time was the fact that the first day I got there, so when we was driving up, I was like, okay, the Ubud shopping center was a 5-minute drive. So with me, when I think something's like a 5-minute drive, I'm like, okay, if it's a 5-minute drive, it might be a 15-20 minute walk. I tried to walk back to the Ubud center from my resort. 10 minutes into the walk, I turned back around and had the shuttle bring me back out there. I played myself. I love to walk, or at least I love to test to see if I can walk wherever I'm at. That was not walkable at all. But the shuttle got me into Ubud shopping center, so that part was good. The second time I played myself was that I did not bring sunscreen on my trip, and I got sunburned the 3rd day in Bali. So before you come my ass, hear me out. The thing with Bali, not only is it hot, it's very humid. Not only is it hot and humid, but there's a lot like of sun exposure out there. So like for me, like I thought it'd be easy. Like I went to El Salvador when it was hot, but it's like a lot of the times it was a lot of shade. So it's like I didn't really have to worry about being in the sun. There's barely any shade in Bali. Just the sun beaming on you, and I was just like, oh my god, this is crazy. The humidity, the heat, like I thought I was gonna be Action Jackson that first day. It was so hot. Like I came back to the room, took a shower, and pretty much went to bed. Because it's like all that, and then paired with getting used to the 12-hour time jump, I was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I'm gonna try again the next day. So for my activities, I booked a lot of full day tours that also included places that I wanted to see in Bali. So like for day 1, I booked the Ubud Iconic Tour. There's a lot of different other options, but I did the Ubud Iconic Tour, which was from 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it included going to the Monkey Forest. It included the Kanto Waterfall, the Holy Water Temple, the Bali Swings, and the Coffee Plantation and the rice field. So Coffee Plantation, Bali Swing, rice field. So that's what it included in my package. So that was easy. So when I also booked the tour, the entrance ticket prices are not included. So you have to have your money for those things. That was okay. That was pretty easy. So like I wanted to go ATV riding. Also, I wanted to go ATV riding, and we went ATV riding before like we started the tour because it was already in the direction we were going. ATV riding was really fun. We went like through the rice fields. We went through what's it called, like a waterfall, and we took pictures there, and we went through like a forest. It was so cool. Like it was amazing. And what else did we do? You get a helmet, you get the boots and stuff so you can ride around. That was my first time ATV riding, and I definitely like loved it. It was a lot of fun. So after ATV riding, that's when my tour started, and we went to the monkey forest. First and foremost, y'all, my driver was a Virgo, so I knew that man was going to do his job to a T. That man did his job very well, and it's like he was so cool. He was like knowledgeable, informative, and like we bonded over like rap and hip hop music. So it was really like fun. They also play like a lot of rap and hip hop out there too. So it was like, oh, okay, this is nice. This is cool. Okay, so the ticket price to the entrance was 80K. 80,000. 80K. Yeah. So that was like that's approximately like $5. And then with the tour guide, like my tour guide / driver, he was able to like come in with me. A lot of the activities there too are free to Balinese folk. Loved it. Like, it was me and my driver like this. It was just like that. Like, so we went to the forest. The selfie part was closed. So when you go to the forest, the monkeys pretty much just like roam around. Like, they're free to roam around. And my driver was like, don't look them in the eye because like you'll spook them. So I was like, okay. Like, I was kind of nervous being in the forest, in the monkey forest, just because it's like I also had nails on, and it's like I don't want to seem like a threat to the animals. I don't want to seem like a threat to the monkeys. So there was that. And then I also found out that there were 3 other sanctuaries. There's actually a bigger one than the one we went to. So I was like, oh, that is crazy. But you could pretty much like walk around. We didn't stay there too long because, like I said, like it was very humid out there, like very extreme. So it was humid even to the point, although I was drinking water too, like my body would still get hot and dehydrated. Like I would have to like go in the water to cool down. So it was like, then the water gets too cold and I'm out. So it's like very extreme out there. So pretty much after the Sacred Monkey Forest, we went to the Waterfalls, which very exciting. You're able to swim around in there, but the water's not too deep. At most, like it did like come up to like my stomach, or at least like my hip line. But you can dip down, and you were able to dip down into it. And then that's where like they take the famous pictures on like the waterfalls and stuff. So it was so much fun. And what else did we do at the waterfall? So it was very hard to walk around in like the water because there's a lot of rocks and stuff in there. So it's like you kind of got to be careful. And then with the waterfalls, there's a line forming in the water. So like I was holding on to my phone for dear life. Dear life, y'all. Also entrance fee was like $20K, so $3 to $4. But yeah, holding on to my phone for dear life because I was like, no, not this phone. So what made it so much fun out there is that even as you're waiting online, like the line, I think I had like an hour wait, which was fine, because I was also just playing around in the water and taking pictures elsewhere. So I came like a little bit later onto the line. So one thing I like about the Balinese folks out there when they're taking like pictures and stuff of you, like they help give you poses and stuff. Like they're so exciting. It's so exciting when they're taking pictures, and it's just so much fun. Like I love it. I like it. Like, so it was finally like my turn to go up the rock thing. Also, side note, there was a Black girl travel group from that Instagram page, Black Girls Travel. They were there. I was excited. I was like, yay. There was also a lot of Black Americans out there. A lot of Australians too. Yeah, those 2 groups. But yeah, so it was my turn to go up the rocks and stuff. Y'all, I was fighting for my life walking throughout that entire thing. But I took like the dude took like really cool pictures of me. So, and he took like this really nice video, and they slowed it down and everything. It was so much fun. Like I was having fun up there. And then it was like help giving me the poses, and dude was like, okay, stand like this and stand like that and do this. And I was like, but pretty much overall, like the experience at the waterfalls was great, and it was a nice cool down after being in the heat and into the sun. That it was pretty nice, and all my pictures and my videos, my footage just overall came out really nice. I enjoyed the waterfalls a lot. That was really cool. So the next activity that day was the Holy Water Temple. I didn't stay too long in there. I did not go into that water. Yeah, but when we went there, like my driver, like my tour guide / driver was like explaining the importance of the temple and what it means to them religion wise, I believe, and beliefs. Yes. And they give you like and I think, how much did it cost? It was 50K. So it was like 50K to get in. And it comes with the Balinese clothing, kind of like tie that goes to your waist. So, and then you can go into the water if you want. But by that time, I think it was like, it was like 12 p.m. like 12:30, so it was like full, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. But it was nice to like see and learn. And then we went over to the coffee plantation. Coffee plantation was fun. It's free. And you get to like learn how they make coffee out there, and then you get to like try, like, I think it was like 16 different things that I tried. So it was like 8 different coffees and like 8 different teas. Very good. I ended up buying like a mango tea. It was something like that. It was like a raspberry kind of like tea. It's been coming in clutch since I got back. I like it. I love it. And then the last activity of day 1 was the Bali Swings. So with the Bali Swings, there are 2 locations, because I noticed on TikTok there's another famous location where like I think you're being pushed off like similar to like to a mountain. But the location I went to, same thing, but it was like different swings, like 5 different swings in one area, and you get to like try them all. And then you get to pick a package where like either you're wearing that really flowy dress that they put on you, or like you wear like the Balinese clothing. So I picked the dress. I think for mine it was 200K, so that's like $13. So I did all the different like swings and stuff with the dress. It was so much fun. Like the dude was like helping me pose, and he was just like, do this and do that and do this, and I was like, okay, I got you. So at first, like I thought you was just kind of like on the swing like the other swing elsewhere, but no, like they actually like tie you to the swing so like you don't fall or anything. So that part was really good. I took a picture in the station like hot air balloon kind of thing there, so that was really fun. And then it was the rice fields that we also like visited, but it was all in the same area, and it was just like day 1 of Bali was just so much fun. Like even the photos or the footage from like the pictures and the videos of me on the Bali Swings, it came out amazing. Like I was having the time of my life, and it was only day 1. Like already I was just excited to be there. Like this is what I'm talking about. So day 2 was my farthest day, but also a very simple day. I was only going to the beach in Canggu City. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but yes, Canggu. Let me make sure yeah, Canggu. Okay, yeah. And that's also where Finn's Beach Club is. So I went to the beach because I was going surfing out there from like 8 to 10. It was a 2-hour surf lesson. I stopped 37 minutes in. Nothing was wrong with the instructor or anything. He did great. The lessons were great. I just did not expect surfing to be so rough. That I was very much not prepared for that. I was underdressed. I got the nails on, so I can't like fully like get rough. And then every time I was falling off the board, my knee kept scraping against the sand to the point it started bleeding. I told the instructor, I was like, yeah, I gotta wrap this up. No. I was like, I don't have the swim pants to protect me. I don't like, if I knew surfing was that rough, I would have prepared better for it. I'm just saying. But surfing is fun. It's a lot of work, a lot of stamina, a lot of balance. I see. And then Finn's Beach Club was only like a 7-minute walk from the beach. You can walk along the beach to like get there, but I walked like out of the beach to go around to it. So you can do either or. I paid, how much did I pay for Finn's Beach Club? I paid $100 for the VIP ticket, which comes with 1.5 million food credit, and you can pick which seat, like where you want to sit. So I had bought that like back in like March. So originally the VIP ticket is like $200, but they were having like a 50% sale. So I did a 50% sale off on the VIP tickets. So I purchased the VIP tickets and paid $100, and then picked the single bed that overlooks the beach. So that was really good. And you can do all of this online. That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of things I liked about Bali is like they already had websites and stuff that were updated, you can look at and you can purchase online. So that part was really cool. So checking in was pretty much seamless, but you also have to like leave a card there in case you go over on your tab. But like, I'm one person, so I didn't go over on my tab. I was like under. Side note, I don't drink or smoke when I am on. I don't drink or smoke at all. But so my food budget or recreational budget is just gonna be smaller than the average traveler. There we go. So the club was aesthetically pleasing. The colors were like a really cool blue, or like electric cool blue, I want to say, with black and white or cream. So one of those. And then when you come in, I think there's 3 pools. So there's one that faces the one behind my seat that faces the beach. So that's where I was sitting. And then there's like one in like the middle. And in both pools they have like bar stools in them because it surrounds the bar. So there's also outside to the bar, like as if you're standing like regular, but then there's the pool side to the bar. So it was like really cool. And I think there was like a 3rd pool like that was like in the back a little bit. But it was really nice. This is actually where I got sunburned because like that umbrella wasn't doing nothing. Wasn't doing nothing. It wasn't enough shade for where I was sitting, and the sun was just beaming, especially on this side of my body, beaming completely. So, and it's like I kept trying to have it to like turn like a rotisserie chicken to like at least like try to even out the tan. And then at one point the sun just like was it completely came up. So I was just like, it is what it is, to be what it be. And then in front of me there's like the deluxe seats. So the deluxe seats are like the couch seats for the groups to like sit in. You can also pick it if you want to, if you just want it to be you, but I didn't really care for it. So also my ticket comes with 2 complimentary drinks and like I said, the 1.5 million food credit. The food out there, really good, really delicious. I loved it. I was ordering a lot. I was ordering a lot of food, ordering a lot of mocktails, ordering a lot of like passion fruit juices. They were really good, and the staff was like really nice, really kind. Of course, like I said, the nails are the showstoppers. One of the girlies like speaks to me like, I like your nails. I was like, thank you, girl. Like, I commend the girlies out there for doing a full face of makeup. It's hot. It's hot and it's humid. I commend them. I want to know what setting spray they use. But that part was good. Finn's Beach Club, it wasn't bad. I know that they don't have a designated smoking area. Like, you can just smoke around the club. And I was like, fuck. As a person, like, I hate the smell. So the person, like, quite literally booked their seat right next to me. And that man was, like, huffing and puffing every 10 minutes on a new cigarette. I was just like, this is insane. Like, this is crazy. Also, side note, weed is illegal in Indonesia. Yeah, don't try that. Don't try anything. It's illegal. So there's that. But so it was that, and then I was at the beach from the beach club from I think 11 to 6. The DJ there, he only rotated like the same 5 to 6 songs. Like, they like house music out there, but he rotated the same 5 to 6 songs. It was like Adele, Break My Soul by Beyonce, I think, or it was a Beyonce song, and it was just like 3 other songs just mixed with techno. So it was like, okay. I pretty much left around 6, only because it was like a 2-hour drive back to Ubud, and I was just like, I'd rather, like, the club starts jumping around 6 to 7. I think they stay open till like 12:30, 1 o'clock, just like bumping like music and stuff. Like, it started like jumping by the time I was getting dressed and getting ready to leave, so I saw that part. But it was just like I said, it was the same song, so I was like, I'm gonna go. But I definitely had like over 700k in credit for food left, so I got like a couple of things like to go, and then pretty much just like left the rest of my credit there, and then I left. Finn's Beach Club, it was nice. it was definitely nice. If you want to meet like other tourists, it's definitely a very touristy area. It gave Manhattan vibes. So if you want to meet like other tourists and stuff, definitely like go around. They're mostly around there, either that or I think Seminyak. Like wherever the beach is, you probably see the most tourists. So my third day in Bali was snorkeling. I did snorkeling for $36. Airbnb experience came with food and transportation, per usual. It was really fun. We went out there and they gave us the life vests because I can't swim. Well, at least I'm not confident enough in my swimming skills. So I did the whole snorkel thing. I was on a boat with like an Australian, with all Australians, but it was like one couple and like two best friends. So it was cool. And then we pretty much we went snorkeling, and I was pointing out I was identifying the different Finding Nemo fish. I saw a dory, I saw the clownfish, I saw Nemo. There we go. I saw the shark bait. Ooh ha ha! That fish. Ow! So I thought like it was cool. And then the water was clear, so you could like see the ground. So I was like, okay, this is safe. And then we saw like the coral reefs and stuff, and it was nice. And we saw like sea turtles. It was so cute. You were able to like buy the thing that covers up your phone, so you can like take it down in the water. Again, not my phone. Yeah, not my phone. And also like it overheats in that plastic thing, because what it's doing its job, the plastic cover up is doing its job while you're underwater, but like I don't have enough trust in it. Not my phone. So I just decided to stay present in the entire like kind of activity. So snorkeling was definitely a beautiful experience. We did it for like I think 2 hours, 2.5. My tour also came with like you can go to the swings, the Bali Swings, and you can go to the coffee plantation, but I coordinated with my driver and took those things out because I was like, I already did those the other day, so I don't want to do that again. So that day was just like pretty much snorkeling. After snorkeling, I had food at the restaurant, and it was like I had mee goreng. No, I'm not saying that right. It's noodles with eggs. It was really good. I even took a picture of the name so I could like show the restaurant that's attached to my resort. Like, oh my god, do you guys have this? They did. It was really good. I also sat and ate with the Australian couple. They were really cool. I was asking them questions about like Australia. I was asking about the bugs. I know they be thriving out there. And the kangaroos. So I was asking like a lot of questions. They were pretty much cool. It was nice. So my last full day in Bali, I just made it like a spa day, and I did the complimentary photo shoot that was given for my resort. The spa, it was really good. The lady was just applying a lot of pressure, so I was like, ouch. You know, this hurts a little bit. But after like all of me doing the activities, I definitely needed the spa. I think I did the Balinese spa, so I really like that. And then the complimentary photo shoot, it was really fun. We like walked around like the spa and stuff. I liked it. Like they're so exciting. The Balinese photographers are so exciting. Like we're just having fun. We're just thriving off of each other's energy. Like he was just like, I like how energized you are. I was like, cause what you need me to do? Like, how you need me to pose? So it was pretty cool. And then I got to like see more of the resort, because I was pretty much in and out doing activities and stuff. But it was nice. It was great. Honestly, like my Bali trip, it was amazing. Like even my last day there, like as I was leaving to like go to Thailand, it felt bittersweet. Like Bali was really a great trip. Like I loved it. I always wanted to go, and I think my Jupiter line crosses Bali, so that was a really good place to be in for me. I really loved it. I loved it a lot. What else? I loved everything about it. The hospitality, the convenience of how everything came in like package form with the activities that included food and transportation. That part was really good. I like that like I was able to pre-book and like prepay for all of my activities and things that I needed out there. That part was really beautiful. Like it was just like, and then the convenience of the currency exchange places and how many there were that you were able to kind of like exchange like your money. I did a lot in Ubud, but I would definitely spend the block on Bali, because it's like I definitely want to check out Canggu and I want to check out Seminyak. Like, it's so much more to explore out there, outside of Ubud. Like, I feel like I did a lot of exploring, of course, in like Ubud, because that's where like where I stayed and where my activities were. But like, it was great. But I also would love to go back to like experience the other cities in Bali. Like, it was so good out there. It was so much fun. Like, I loved it. I don't know how to like explain it, y'all. Like, it was great. And I definitely want to go back out there to do like a food tour. I was very conscious about the food that I ate out there, only because I knew I was doing like a lot of like water tours, so I didn't want like anything to essentially like mess up my stomach. Nothing that I had there new and familiar didn't mess up my stomach, but I just wanted to like double check. But I didn't really go to like a lot of the restaurants there. I kind of stayed at the restaurant that was attached to my resort, but there were so many places that I passed, and I was like, I have to come back. And in the shopping center, just seeing everything, like, I need to go back and like do another like tourist kind of like run out there. Like, it was amazing, and the people are like very kind out there. Even I think one of the staff at the resort, he was just like, I like Americans. He's like, y'all are so nice. I was like, LOL. I was like, love it, love to see it. And it was like, it was amazing. Like, if you want to go visit Bali, and also safety out there, beautiful. 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10. My safety out there was an afterthought. I was not worried for my safety out there at all. Like, you were able to walk by yourself places. Like, it's just like, wow, Bali was like, I loved it. And like, I would definitely recommend going to Bali. If it's on your dream trip, if you're thinking about it, you need a little push, go to Bali. So like, if you want the longer version, the Canva version of everything that I explained in this video, I will leave the link down below of like my full itinerary, and it includes my review of my trip in Bali, and you can like use it as a reference to build your itinerary or steal my itinerary, whatever works for you. And I basically give you the rundown of my experience in Bali. I just like it was a great trip. Like, that was a great first trip of 2024, and like I said, I definitely recommend you go out there. If you've wanted to go, or if it's been in the back of your mind, you don't know if you want to go. But yeah, like, this is pretty much my account of my experience in Bali, and I definitely hope you enjoyed it. But it's not done yet. This is only part 1 of a two-week vacation. If you liked what I like had to say about my accounting experience, like, share, subscribe, follow at Natasha the Muse, you know, all the good stuff. And then if you want to know more about part 2 of my vacation, just click on the next video after this of me going to Phuket, Thailand. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy, and love, peace, and hair grease. See y'all later.
Turn your bitch up, dog. Turn around, click up, dog.
He want the scoop, she want the tea. She want the tea. I cannot speak. We keepin' it street. We keepin' it street. I took a loss, but you still gon' get beat. You still gon' get beat. How much it cost? It never been cheap. It never been. Turn your click up, dog. Turn them up. Turn your bitch up, dog.